Hello and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar Hub. Today we are delving into the most recent updates concerning the Iraqi dinar, featuring insights from various experts and analysts who have been closely tracking Iraq's economic and financial landscape. The situation continues to evolve, with discussions touching upon the nation's budgetary hurdles and the potential revaluation of its currency. Additionally, there is considerable buzz surrounding progress in Iraq's financial sector and the broader impact of both regional and international factors on the country's economic direction. One of the prominent figures in the dinar community, Intel guru Frank 26, has expressed significant concerns regarding Iraq's budget projections for 2025, 2026, and 2027. He argues that maintaining the current exchange rate of 310 Iraqi dinars per US dollar ICD/USD is impractical for the successful implementation of these financial plans. According to him, the budget details already disclosed by the Iraqi government suggest figures that are unrealistic under the prevailing exchange rate, leading to speculation on whether the government is merely setting lofty expectations without the means to fulfill them. Frank 26 maintains that both logical assessment and global economic principles dictate that a revision of the exchange rate is unavoidable if Iraq intends to achieve its fiscal objectives and ensure economic stability. His viewpoint has sparked significant debate among investors and analysts, closely observing any indicators of a potential revaluation. Meanwhile, Dinar Gurus CLA has pointed to a recent report by the Arab Investment and Export Credit Guarantee Corporation Daman, which ranks Iraq among the top 5 Arab economies, 2024. The report indicates that these 5 nations collectively accounted for 72% of the region's GDP, which surpassed $3.6 trillion. This underscores Iraq's pivotal role in the broader regional economic framework despite its existing difficulties. With its abundant oil reserves and strategically advantageous position, Iraq remains a crucial player in the Middle East's economic and financial landscape. However, the report also raises essential questions regarding how Iraq intends to capitalize on its economic position to tackle internal challenges such as inflation, joblessness, and currency stability. In another noteworthy update, Intel news guru Ma provided insights into the ongoing speculation about financial movements in Reno, where reports of heightened activity have been circulating. A comment suggesting that there was no available space to park a jet implied increased activity in the area. Ma acknowledged the prevailing excitement and observed noticeable movement and growing interest, but his sources had yet to verify any major financial releases or announcements at the time. This uncertainty has left many in the dinar community on edge, eagerly awaiting concrete updates about potential adjustments to Iraq's monetary policies or exchange rate. On the banking front, Dinar guru Samson reported that Rafidain Bank successfully collected 6 trillion Iraqi dinars electronically over the past year, marking significant progress in Iraq's financial sector, particularly in the areas of digital banking and electronic transactions. The capacity to process such substantial amounts digitally is a promising indicator of Iraq's financial modernization as the country continues transitioning towards a more technologically advanced banking system. This shift toward digital finance is anticipated to be instrumental in reducing reliance on physical cash, enhancing transparency, and attracting foreign investment, further highlighting Iraq's economic advancement. Furthermore, Dinar guru San Ingram discussed recent engagements between Iraq's central bank governor and representatives of the International Monetary Fund (IMF) in Amman. The discussions centered on Iraq's economic progress and future development strategies, with the IMF acknowledging the country's improvements and projecting a 5% growth in its non-oil GDP for 2024, spurred by expansion in agriculture and increased public spending. Additionally, the IMF foresees a 3.5% growth rate for 2025, reflecting cautious optimism regarding Iraq's economic trajectory. Key points of discussion included reducing Iraq's dependence on oil revenues, addressing national debt management, modernizing the banking system to attract foreign investment, and expanding the use of the Iraqi dinar in financial transactions. These conversations emphasize Iraq's ongoing commitment to economic diversification and financial sector reform. However, not all developments have been without complications. Intel guru Front26 has alleged that Iran is actively preventing Iraq from unveiling a revised exchange rate, suggesting that Iranian influence within Iraq's parliament is obstructing the process as Iran seeks to retain its economic and political influence in the region. He contends that Iraq's exchange rate is being safeguarded from external interference and references former US President Donald Trump's efforts to disrupt Iran's shadow oil fleet as a potential factor that could bolster Iraq's security and economic stability. This geopolitical aspect adds another layer of complexity to Iraq's financial challenges as it navigates relationships with both regional and international powers. In the energy sector, Newsound guru Militiaman discussed the status of the Iraq-Turkey pipeline, which is reportedly fully functional and capable of transporting oil at any given capacity from Baghdad. The pipeline has been operational for over a year, with the North Oil Company affirming that exports could commence within hours if official authorization is granted. Militiaman raises questions about why oil exports have yet to resume at the current exchange rate of 1,310 ICD/USD, speculating that delays could be tied to oil valuation and compliance with specific economic regulations, particularly Article 12, Section C. He suggests that this legal provision is directly linked to Iraq's monetary policy and the potential revaluation of its currency, adding another layer of intrigue to the country's financial outlook. Amidst these unfolding events, Intel Newsound guru MarkZ has reported widespread speculation that substantial financial shifts could be imminent. While still seeking verification, MarkZ noted that the 17th and 18th of the month were expected to be significant dates for bond-related activities, potentially involving major announcements regarding currency matters. He also mentioned that several individuals were strategically positioned in various locations, primarily in Europe, in anticipation of key updates. These expectations have kept the Dinar community highly alert as they await potential breakthroughs in Iraq's monetary policy. Adding to the ongoing conversation, Newsound guru Claire highlighted a statement from an advisor to Iraqi Prime Minister al-Sudani regarding the introduction of the digital dinar and its expected impact on exchange rates. The advisor emphasized that Iraq's official exchange rate would be the sole rate implemented in monetary policy, and that the adoption of the digital dinar is intended to eliminate the parallel market. He explained that an alternative digital currency outside the control of monetary authorities would be nearly impossible to establish, as the digital dinar will be fully backed by the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, and maintain a relatively stable value akin to traditional paper money. However, it will be used exclusively for electronic transactions through bank accounts and digital wallets. This transition aims to reduce the circulation of physical cash, promote financial inclusion, and decrease Iraq's reliance on the US dollar for daily transactions. These collective developments illustrate Iraq's continuous efforts to implement financial reforms, enhance currency stability, and modernize its banking system. The potential introduction of the digital dinar, combined with progress in electronic banking and engagements with international organizations such as the IMF, indicates that Iraq is laying the foundation for future economic growth and a possible revaluation of its currency. While challenges persist, particularly regarding geopolitical influences and internal financial pressures, the strides being made signal a positive trajectory for Iraq's economic future. As always, the Dinar community remains highly vigilant, keenly awaiting further clarifications and updates on these complex and rapidly evolving matters.